let's go ahead and just get to our interviews. All right. On Friday, we got, like I said, local original night. It starts at 8 o'clock. No cover. 21 plus. So come on up. Oh, that's you. Yeah. Thank you for coming over and doing this tonight. Much appreciated. And how are we doing?
You're doing great.
Right? Good Thanksgiving? Yeah?
Yeah, thank you for having us.
Absolutely. All right. So we have two of the three bands here. We have Frankie Chiaro, and we also have the Fate Nefarious. Vasque, unfortunately, could not make it tonight. However, you are all friends, so you can let us know about them. But let's start off with the ones that are here. So, Frankie, we'll start with you. Who's all in the band, and how long have you been around, and how did you form?
Sure. So, try not to make it too long, but...
Oh, no, go for it.
So, Frankie Chiaro formed with the original four. We had a different drummer at one point. We had a different bass player at one point. And the funny thing is we all grew up in the same small town in Iowa.
Where's that at?
Missouri Valley.
Nice.
And we actually didn't really talk in high school. Most of us, at least I didn't talk to those guys because they were older than me, and because they were real old guys, and they're only like 2 years older than me.
Yeah.
And then so the drummer approached me one night and said, "Shawn wants to start a band," and I said, "Why hasn't Shawn asked me?" And so then I messaged Shawn, and I was like, "What the heck?"
Shawn doesn't do that.
Yeah, because Shawn doesn't reach out and talk to people. So I was like, "Let's do it," and so we did. And then, what was your other question?
Okay. That's all right. Let me see. You've been around for literally who is in the band?
Oh, yes. Okay, so I'm Jackie Marquet. We have Shawn Everidge. We have Zach Nolan, who's back there. And we have Lucas Johnson.
Okay. Yep. And what do we all do in the band?
I'm the singer. I'm the vocalist, and I write the lyrics.
Guitars for me.
Okay.
And then Zach is bass player, and then Lucas is drummer.
Fantastic. Now, we were having fun with all this name play before the interview, and boy, we need some language lessons here.
Triple threat.
So, please explain the band name for Frankie Chiaro. Please.
Absolutely. So, I wanted anything that just had Frankie in it. Frankie's one of my favorite names. And, I wanted my kind of alter ego to be Frankie. And Shawn wanted us to be chiaroscuro, which means light and dark in Italian. And so we settled on Frankie Chiaro, like the end piece or the beginning piece of chiaroscuro. So really it was that easy.
All right.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Now we are originals. So, when people hear original bands, they're like, okay, but who do you sound like? Who can we compare you to that we would know? So that way I can understand if this is going to be my jam or not.
Yeah.
So that's the question.
Yeah. So that's a hard question because I feel like I get various feedback all after each show. Like, oh my gosh, you sounded like the Yeah Yeah Yeahs, or oh my gosh, you had a little bit of like a Stevie Nicks sound, or
We all have very diverse musical influences, so
yeah,
it could go either any way for each song. But yeah, I mean, a lot of them get like a kind of a '90s indie vibe.
yeah, but definitely like a '90s like alternative sort of sound to them.
Okay.
But I think each song, the vocals kind of change a little bit. So that's why when you asked me that question, I go, I don't know.
That's all right. And, what is, with originals,
Mm-hmm.
what is your writing process and where are you drawing your inspiration from for these?
Most of my inspiration is from my life or my past experiences and friendships and the state of the world, especially for women.
Mm-hmm.
So I have a lot of feminist undertones. Maybe they're overtones. But there's a lot of that in there. It's a lot of self-expression. So that's really where I draw my inspiration from.
Fantastic. Now let's see here. Is there anything else about Frankie Chiaro that we should know about that I didn't ask? Anything you want us to know about Frankie?
I don't think so. I just would like people to come check us out. I think I definitely draw a female crowd. There will be a lot of women here.
Mhm.
So I think if you're a woman and you enjoy lead female bands, come check us out. I think you'll like us.
Fantastic. And I just realized something. I was looking at my cue card here. I put no cover for your show. There is a cover. That was my mistake, so I'm going to correct that right now.
Okay.
It is I believe, a $7 cover for this show. It is 18 plus since it is originals night and multi-band. So I'm very sorry about that, saying it in the beginning, but it is a $7 cover.
Super
18
cheap.
plus. It's still, 3 bands, $7. You can't beat that.
That's
you know?
right.
Okay, let's now pivot to the Fate Nefarious.
Oh, well, then let me take a exit stage
I can
left.
say,
Oh, no, you got to explain Bosky.
Oh, well,
Come on.
Zach needs to come back up here then for
Exactly,
the
it'll be
fake.
fine.
All right,
You'll
so Fate Nefarious.
Yes.
Pretty much the same questions. You know, who's all in the band? How'd you form? How long around?
We've been around for about, I want to say like 3 years, with the latest incarnation of our band with our newish drummer who joined us in April. It's been a few months with the three of us. We have Zach on bass, with the same with Frankie Chiaro. He joins us there too. But yeah, it was kind of an offshoot of Frankie, where we were having like a kind of a low, slow spot or so. So I decided to start something else up with.
It's very antsy.
Yeah, I just keep wanting me make music. So it was more my background and stuff like punk and metal and stuff like that. So I decided to set up something on my own. So
Fantastic. And you brought up Max Lyon as your newest addition.
Yes.
Drummer, which is pretty cool because we know Max from Porch Rockets and Midnight Cherry, and he took both those bands in the last 2 seasons of Battle of the Bands, one with one, made it to the finale with the other. And we're getting ready, and everybody hold on. I promise I will get the rules and registration for Battle of the Bands out this week. I will make it a point. But he said, I got one other band that I'm going to bring, and I think it might be you guys. Have you
It might be. We haven't talked about that particularly, but we've talked about Battle of the Band stuff in the past, so it wouldn't surprise me.
Fantastic. Well, you got already, a seasoned champ in your band that's already won it that would probably help you out.
Yeah.
Now, let me see. We are originals comparable to what known artists? Or
I say, my background is like kind of in the old days, like Misfits and things like Ramones and stuff. But yeah, recently it's been, my influence has been like the Lillingtons and things like it's kind of like pop punk, but it's with a darker edge. So, kind of like old Misfit stuff.
Okay.
But with a little metal mixed in, because I have a lot of that background too. So
awesome. Now, what is your writing process, and where are you pulling for inspiration from for your originals?
a lot of our stuff is horror, sci-fi, fantasy. So either I'm like, I tried to do creative writing for a while, and that failed because I didn't have the discipline to write every day. So I kind of put that into the music. So if I'm not like pulling from like the story from like a horror movie or something like that, I kind of create a story and build lyrics around that.
Okay.
So it kind of fill those themes and stuff, but I come up with like a background and everything for the lyrics to pull from.
Definitely fun theater.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I mean,
fun horror theater. Music.
That is not commonly known for, what you said, sci-fi, horror.
Mm-hmm.
That's a very niche
It
area. That's like, Scabby Ghouls,
right? Mm-hmm.
comparing to them. First Jason, also we had here as well.
Oh, cool.
So, it is very fun. It is very different to hear those bands come on through and play.
Yep.
Now, let me see here. There is, the third band in the lineup, and that's Bosque.
Mm-hmm. So
what can you tell us about Bosque?
So Bosque is made up of 2 of my very good friends, Enrique and Ursus. They are a duo that they kind of take their music, they take like kind of like punk kind of like music and kind of jazz it up a little bit.
Nice.
Enrique definitely has a soulful sound. So Bosque means forest in Spanish, which I just learned tonight.
Yes, like 14 minutes ago on the phone. We're like, how do we say it? What's it mean?
Yeah.
So, but they're very soulful. Honestly, I feel like they're kind of, I don't know, they have definitely a jazzy vibe.
Nice.
Definitely a pop vibe for me too. They're both definitely quite a bit younger than the rest of us, or the two of us at least.
Yep, they're the younglings
We
of
got
the
a young
group.
one over there,
Two
yeah.
piece, right?
Yeah.
As well.
Yep. So yeah, they're a really fun group. Mostly originals. They do a cover every now and again. Vasque actually has some music videos out, so they're actually a little ahead of us.
Yes, and they're you will find them more on Instagram than Facebook. I found that out.
Yeah,
Your bands respectively are on both platforms as well.
for sure.
And now, and this goes to both bands. Do you have any music out there on any music platforms for us?
Currently just on Bandcamp, and we just have 3 originals on there. We only have 7 originals and Frankie currently. I'm sure you guys have plenty more.
This is a recurrent topic amongst us.
Yeah,
we both have to record pretty soon. Yeah, we're both planning to record pretty soon.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah. And will there be merch at this show to support you?
There will not be any merch at the show. Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Okay,
Yep.
perfect.
TBD.
All right. Well, here's the last question before you go. Since we're talking about Italy and Spanish and all that.
Yeah.
So, have you, and sci-fi space.
Yeah.
Have you visited or plan to visit your music roots country or out of this world?
Oh man. Yeah, I'm blessed enough next year. Got a space on the space show. I don't know. It's like I don't know if I mean, I've been overseas in Germany where metal's bigger over there. And you get a lot more enthusiasm over there as far as Europe goes for metal and stuff. But yeah, I'd love to get back out there. Any place that like celebrates that kind of music.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't have an origin.
We're not doing this.
She's a wanderer.
I really like with like our name. I didn't come up with that piece. That was was it Italian?
It just happens to be Italian. Yeah, it was like an art term that I enjoyed. I thought fit our music pretty well. The light and the shade. But yeah.
All right, right on. Well, again, I thank you so much for coming in. Frankie Chiaro, The Fate Nefarious, and Vasque on Friday. It is an 18-plus show. It's a $7 cover, and that show does start at 8 o'clock. Come on in and support local original music. 3 bands, 1 night, and I must say it is well-rounded with each, say, category that you're in. You're going to get a little bit of everything. But again, thank you so much and appreciate you, and we'll see you on Friday.
Awesome.
Sure,
Thank you
thanks so much.
You're welcome.
Yeah.